the gospel is not the baseline, we're missing the heart of God. Let me unpack that a little more. Here's what I'm trying to say. My baseline is not that I'm African. My baseline is that I am a follower of Jesus who happens to be African. Right? My baseline is not that I'm Democrat or Republican, because neither one can fit the narrative of God. So my baseline is, God, how do you want me to view the policies and the people that you put in position? Because you're not Democrat, you're not Republican. My baseline is that I am a follower of Jesus, and I have to pray for my leadership. I need to call out injustices. I need to show the will of God in every situation. When the gospel is not your baseline, then you're going to make decisions based on your race and your politics. And anytime you're doing that, you're always going to fall on either left or the right, because it's about us versus them as opposed to we. The gospel has to be the central baseline of my decisions. And it's tough because the gospel is uncomfortable. The gospel says, I want you to feel the tension of grace and truth. I don't want you to pick a side. I don't want you to pick truth over grace. I don't want you to pick grace over truth. I want you to live in that tension right now, because that's where life matters and that's where change happens. That's the gospel. The gospel says, who has sinned, throw the first stone. That's grace. But the same gospel, the same story says, now go and sin no more. That's truth. So it's not one or the other. It's both. And as a believer, I have to walk in that tension of everything that I see. And so I cannot just see what's happening in our society through the lenses of my race or of my politics. I need to see it through the lens of God. If I don't see it through the lens of God, I'm missing something.